It is Monday, August 21st, 2017, and I'm here at the Ray Springs Recreation Area just outside of Spring City, Tennessee. And today we are about to experience a solar eclipse. And right here on this spot, right next to Watts Bar Lake, we're going to see the full solar eclipse 100%. Many people here have their glow glasses, and we're about 35 minutes away from the eclipse happening. And if you put them on now and look up, you can actually still see the moon partially covering the sun. But it doesn't really look like it at this point. But in about 30 minutes, it's going to get a little bit darker. Now, solar eclipses are very unique. The last one that hit this exact path was about 1,600 years ago. So in another 1,600 years, this same one will hit this exact same spot. Maybe in 1,600 years, you're watching this video. Well, I don't know what this place is going to look like in 1,600 years. Now, the first solar eclipse that was ever predicted was in 585 BC. I might have the year wrong by a couple of years, but it was around 585 BC that the Chinese accurately predicted a solar eclipse. And on that same solar eclipse, there were two armies in what is now present-day Turkey that were about to fight a major battle. But because of the eclipse, they just walked away. They thought it was a sign from the gods. Back in the ancient times, it was feared and they thought it was the end of the world and the apocalypse. But these days in the 21st century, we celebrate solar eclipses. As you can see, there's a lot of people here. I don't know how many, several hundred at least. And that's just here in Ray Springs. When we were driving through from Knoxville, there was a long line of people outside of Spring City to see it. And there was even more people there. And here I decided to do a little more secluded, something a little more out of the city. And what I thought would be, less crowded, and it kind of is less crowded, but there's still a lot of people here. We're about 15 minutes out from the totality of the eclipse, and it's already getting darker. I wasn't quite sure what it would look like, but it's actually dark enough where I don't even really need sunglasses. The UV is not that bad, really, and you can still see a lot of things that are bright, but it's dark. It's not as bright. Looking through the glasses, you can still see much more of the moon coming across the sun. So in about 15 minutes, it should be a totality of the eclipse. All right, it is just a few minutes away from the totality of the eclipse. I took a still picture of it with the camera and the glasses. It seemed kind of silly to do that, and I know that this camera is not set up for that, but it kind of worked. You can kind of see it through the filter of the glasses. So right now, this is what it looks like. People are just sort of standing around. They got glasses. They got, they're trying to look at. They're enjoying it. It's only going to last for about maybe 2 minutes, maybe 2.5 minutes at most is when the totality hits. I just took a look through the glasses and it's almost all the way there. So, and again, on the footage you're actually watching, I don't know what it's going to look like as far as lighting, but it's, kind of dark here. Even though you can see the sun, and even though you can see out there on the lake, it's still kind of dark. It's not as bright, but it's not. So I'm actually picturing the way these cameras are, that it's maybe auto-correcting some of this stuff, and I was trying to set it up so it wouldn't do that, so it would be very accurate, but who knows. I'm just going to leave the camera rolling, and because it's getting really dark, oh boy, it's getting really dark. You can kind of still see light, but it's really dark. It's kind of cool, kind of neat. I wasn't sure what it would look like from here, but it's very interesting. It's about 2:30 right now. This is about the time that the totality of the eclipse is hitting my area. Pretty cool, actually. It's like really, really dark. I don't know how the camera filter is working on this. I'm hoping it's accurate. It almost looks like an old Western where they would shoot the nighttime footage in the day with a different setting on the camera. And that's what it really looks like right now. I'm going to show back there. On the camera, it looks kind of bright, but it's really dark here. Really dark. This is the very interesting experience. Whoa. And if I'm looking up, even with I'm not looking directly, but I can still kind of see a bit of the sun.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I got you.
Okay. Oh, this is really cool. Oh my God. Woo!
Oh my gosh.
It's dark. Yeah! Woo! Okay. Okay, this is I don't even know how to describe this. This is so cool. This is not a filter. Look out behind me. Wow. This is incredible. This is like the coolest thing. 2:30 in the afternoon during an eclipse. I can't see it through the filter. You can kind of. I'm not looking at the camera because you're not supposed to look directly. But boy, oh boy, this is really cool.
You can't even see it through the glasses because it's not bright enough.
Yeah, you can't even see anything through the glasses.
I think it's safe to look at it right now.
Let's say it's probably well, they tell you not to, but they tell you not to look at, but it actually you can kind of see it if you kind of glance up. Wow. This is what it looks like. I don't think there's a filter on this camera that's going to lighten this up. This is how dark it is. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Wow. This is the eclipse of 2017 here on Ray Springs Recreation Area right off of Watts Bar Lake. This is pretty groovy. Can't believe I just said groovy. I guess on the last eclipse in the 70s, someone said it was groovy. Just look at that. It looks like kind of a sunset as far as the lighting goes. But this is what it looks like. I don't even know if you can see me on the camera very well because I'm not doing the selfie thing, which I hate doing the selfie shot, but this is the coolest thing. It is like, it's like completely dark. Wow. And I tried looking up at the glasses in this moment, and you can't even see it because it's so dark. It's pretty cool. They warn you not to look at it directly without glasses, so I don't really want to do that because I don't want to go blind. I'm a little too young to go blind. But this is the coolest experience. I'm looking out on across the lake, and it really looks like a sunset as far as colors go. It looks like it's like dusk. Before, just a few minutes ago, it was all blue. Oh, it's starting to brighten up again. It's starting to brighten up. I think if you were to put glasses on, I can see some sun coming through. Wow. And that's not going to happen again, probably in my lifetime, as far as where I'm living. It'll be another 1,600 years before it hits this area, just like that. For me to see it again, I would have to travel to wherever the next one is. And I think the next one in North America is going to be in 2024, I believe. But things are starting to brighten up now. This has been a really incredible experience. I'm so glad I kind of came out of my way to do this. I'm only about an hour outside of Knoxville, where I live, and so it's not that bad of a drive. And I saw license plates from all over the country, from Georgia, Michigan, Alabama, Mississippi, South Carolina. I think there's some New York State license tags. People from all over have come here to witness this. And this was a point of totality in the solar eclipse. So this is pretty neat. Time-wise, it's 2:35. So this lasted a few minutes. I don't think I cut the camera much. I might have cut a little bit in post-production, but I tried to keep the thing rolling. But this has been the solar eclipse 2017.